Like Ray, be quiet.
Us, and we're probably doing stupid things, so don't follow our line, and just we'll get out of your way as quick as we can. Again, in garage. Why you're not peeing every 15 minutes? You'll see the mentors over there. Garage 3, kind of in the middle. Don't try and be a hero. Come in early, or just forget. Lap. We might have changed the rules on that a little bit. For the advanced group, we might have flag, slow-moving vehicle. Just watch out for that. Oh, black flag. The other one we really don't want to see. It means that something could possibly be wrong with your vehicle. Last lap, take a cool down, cool your head, cool your brakes, cool your tires. You did a good job. Still on track. Beginner group, all the straights parallel to the front straight. So I'm not going to go through the numbers, but they'll.
I'm Rich Andrews, and we're here at, well, I'm from Houston, Texas, and just down the road, about 60 miles from TWS. We've been running cars here for 8 or 10 years. There's a group of us that all hang out together. We call ourselves Mighty Might Racing, and we're here for the high-speed driver training events that the Porsche Club handles about once a month or once every other month throughout the year, and we're all driving instructors, but we're advocates for TWS. We've been doing it for a long time, love the track. We also are club racers, Porsche Club racers, and that's why we're here this weekend. So,
how's the weekend doing?
My car is broken, but it's always fun racing, and I was out there just a little bit. The engine broke, but that's the way racing goes. It's you throw money after your cars and you fix them. And hopefully it's no more than that. But we always have a lot of fun here. Our group also goes all over the country. And so we go to Road America every year. We go to Sebring. We've been to Watkins Glen, Road Atlanta. And this track is really cool. It's really understated in terms of how much fun it is to drive. And it's just not all that well known, you know, around the United States. But when people come here, they realize there's a really great flow to it. There's some high-speed areas, there's some good corners, and you know, you get to really drive the car. It's a good overall track. We're going to miss it.
My name is Greg Platt. I'm with the Lone Star region of the Porsche Club of America. I'm the chair of this event for LSR PCA, and I've been the chair for a couple of years now and been very active in running this event for a number of years before that. In addition, I'm the immediate past president of the Lone Star region. Porsche Club of America, we're one of the largest regions where we have over 2,000 members. We put on about 7 times a year. And the other regions across the country are kind of envious of us because we will sell out some groups of our driver education classes within minutes of signing up. We're so popular here. Well, it's a combination of the track being popular and the driver and the instructors we have are so very good. It's nice and big, and being big gives you a lot to offer in that you have a lot of runoffs, and believe me, I've been off of this track plenty of times, and that helps. You know, up north, for instance, a lot of the tracks will have rock walls next to them, and that's quite a problem. Also, it allows you to open up some of the turns more, where there are more sweeping turns, yet there are a number of sharper turns that they put in. On some tracks, like the one down in Angleton, MSR, or perhaps the new Coda track, you have a lot sharper turns and longer straights, especially at Coda, where it's designed for the Formula One cars, and it doesn't work so well with the Porsches. They certainly don't have all the horsepower the horsepower to weight ratio that a Formula One car has, and aren't able to take corners quite at speed like those cars can. The track, it's not just the physical facility. With all of the events we do up here, I've really made many good friends with all the people that come up here. And, it's kind of scary to think, are we going to, because this is where we all would get together 6 or 7 times a year. And the question is, is there going to be another place we're going to do that? As a past president, I'm still a member of the board of Lone Star Region, and the board is working hard to keep our DE driver education program alive, and we're looking at a number of different venues where we can do that.
Speedway here. I'm the Lone Star Region DE Safety Chairman. I've been doing this in June 2002, and I've done every event for the Lone Star Region from that point forward. Never miss one ever.
You don't ever get sick?
Never get sick. I think the nice thing about this track is that for us it's incredibly safe. There are no sort of hard objects to hit. Over the years, objects that were hittable have been removed. Just has a great flow to it, and it's one of these sort of rare tracks that if you get a particular corner right, it rewards you magnificently. And it just has a great flow to it, and it's just going to be a great shame if it ever goes, because I don't think there's another track that can really sort of replicate it.
Hi, I'm Jack Smythe. I'm one of the team leads with the driver education program at the Porsche Club. Okay, I've been driving on the track for about 15 years. 16 years ago, I bought a Honda S2000, and the president of John Eagle Honda told me that I needed to sign up for an event at the track. I didn't know anything about it, didn't know what it was. He said, don't worry about it, just sign up. So I signed up, I came up to the track, and I just had a blast. And that got me hooked, and I've been doing it ever since. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but Texas World Speedway is one of the top 10 road courses in the whole country. I know a lot of professional car drivers who race all over the country in various tracks, and I've said to several of them that this is one of the top 10 road courses. I've had a couple of them dispute that, and I've asked them, okay, tell me what 10 courses are better than this one. And they get up to maybe 6. Nobody's gotten to 7 yet. So it's absolutely one of the top 10 road courses in the whole U.S.
Bill Tutt, I'm CDI with the Lone Star Region. Well, I'm in charge of all the instructors and assign students to the different instructor teams. It's a position that I'm honored to do it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of interesting people. When you get 80 to 100 intelligent, energetic people and try and get them to follow the program, it can be challenging. And as previous CDIs have said, it's kind of like herding cats. Well, it's just a fantastic track. It's a very safe track compared to other tracks in the country. It's so centrally located between Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, and it's been here since I believe 1969. The Porsche Club of America, the Lone Star region, the Maverick region, the Hill Country region, they've all been running here for years, and there's so many people involved in motorsports in Texas, and it'll be a shame when it's torn down.
My name is Jake Taylor. I'm the former chief driving instructor, and I've been an instructor at Porsche Club since about 1991, or I've been coming here since about 1991, and an instructor since about 93 or something like that.
And
Oh, well, I'm one of these believers that there are two kinds of tracks, or the two parts of tracks. There's a whole bunch of real boring straightaways and some real fun corners, or some people think the other way. All the corners here are fun, going in both directions. Just being here. And then using it and driving. I'd probably drive it over the years, probably 10 weekends a year or something like that, so I'll miss it. Yeah. It'll be sad to see it go.
yeah, all right.
Yeah, with that 73 through 80, we worked corners, and then I drove 81, 82, and then I sat out a year and then came back and was DA for sound control and set that up, and we ran that for 12 years.
Judy Ray, my son, my memory here that just always had my own picture in my head was my son came up, and he was out of the Army. He had been a crew chief in helicopters following in his dad's footsteps. And he was probably 22, 23 years old, 6'2". And he helped me get my car out on the track. The first time I'd ever changed tires at the track and everything. I had no help before. And I qualified on the pole. I won my race by a half a car length. And I went across that start-finish line. Got the checkered flag on this side. I could see my son standing on the pit wall going. So I just had that snapshot that nobody will ever be able to take away from me. That was priceless. That was very priceless. So, and he was so proud of his mom. But all the kids, my 5-year-old fell off a wall here when I was out on the track one time. So they know what their mom does. My youngest daughter says, "Mom, you know I don't like you doing this, but you're going to do it anyway." I went to do the American Le Mans series, and she said, "Mama, you know I don't want you to." And I said, "I know, but you know I'm going to do it." And she said, "I know." Driving here for 15, 16, 17 years that I did, I think we take it for granted until we get out, and I've driven tracks all over the world, in Europe, and I'm going to Silverstone next week to drive over there. But you come back through those tunnels and get on the track, and you realize this is a pretty darn good track. It's, you know, you get used to it. We get accustomed to it because we don't branch out sometimes. But it's coming back to a really fun track.
The carousel. I like going through the carousel as well, because there again, it also rewards you as you circle round to the right in the counterclockwise direction. If you let the car settle, it works really well for the turn in at turn 11.
The hardest corner out here is going counterclockwise when you go through the last 3 turns. People lovingly call them Larry, Curly, and Moe. And it's 13, 14, and 15. And those turns are very critical because you come out of turn 15 onto the front straight, the longest straight at the track. And if you don't hit 13, 14, 15 correctly, you won't come out on the straight very fast, and you won't get your fastest lap times.
Turns 6 and 7 have the deep camber that are just a blast. So probably those 3 turns are my favorite.
Oh, driving? Yes. Oh yeah, if you can hit 5, 6, 7, that complex is like the best way to do it. Because if you hit that right, everything else is right. The least favorite, although I haven't driven it since they revised it, was 9. Because when you came down the hill, there was a big ditch on the driver's left. It was about 7 feet wide. It was just wide enough it would V-shape the bottom of the car. And we pulled a number of cars out of there.
Well, I personally like doing it counterclockwise. I like to do it counterclockwise, and I love, and I've always worked on this when they were teaching it. I said, why do we have to turn in early in turn 1? Why can't we go a little bit straighter, longer, and straight? There doesn't have to be 2 turns in turn 1. It can be just 1 turn. Tap your brake at the yellow box and turn into turn 2 and be back on it quicker. We argued about that, and they finally timed it a bunch of times, and I was right. So that is my favorite turn. I love just going high speed into turn 1 tap your brakes at the yellow box, turn and keep on going. It's just fun. I really like it.
Throughout the years, we have met a lot of great people. And I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed cooking and just being here for you. I know that my family says I'm crazy, but thanks to Louis, he's been a good husband, a good provider, I haven't had to go out and work. So I have enjoyed my weekends here with y'all. So aren't y'all lucky I don't work outside the house?
No, we appreciate all of y'all. It's always been a pleasure to do the club and then to do a dinner and see y'all enjoy it. You know, you kind of don't know the feeling that it's more of a pleasure than a business or anything else. Margie once said she cooks like if it was family, and so that's how you get food. It's with some love behind it, and we really appreciate it.
One time when Bill walked in, he says, Margie, is there anything we can change around the concession stand? I says, yes, if I didn't have to work with this boss. We'll probably see you one more time. Salud to every one of you. God bless you. Be safe. And we'll see you back here whenever you schedule your race again.